Unless
Unless you think there's a world in which Brad could give you both.
Netflix's Sex Life Season 1 came to an end with a dramatic season finale. If you're a fan of this series and impatient to see and know what could happen next, you're in the right place. The expectations from the upcoming season are immense. Today we're going to be talking about the Sex Life Season 2, latest news and release date confirmed. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Celeb Mania. Make sure you stay until number 1 as you don't want to miss on which book in this series based on, and is it a true story or a memoir? Number 10, chances of a second season. Netflix has not yet confirmed a second season of Sex Life, but there are millions of people who have watched it and loved it. There's a lot of scope to continue with the development that happened in Season 1 finale. Since Season 1 shot to the top 10 in its debut week on Netflix, it can easily be understood that the series will be renewed for a second installment. Series star Sarah Shahi has her fingers crossed for a second season of Sex Life. We've been in the top 10 for over a week in 86 countries, including the US, and that's bananas. The actress recently posted on Instagram stories. Sex Life spent 8 episodes exploring the love triangle between sex-obsessed suburban mom Billie, Shahi, her straight-laced devoted husband Cooper, Mike Vogel, and her bad boy ex-boyfriend Brad, played by Adam Demos. Just when it looked like Billie had made her decision in the final episode, there was a surprise twist and cliffhanger ending that set things up for a potential second season. So chances are very high for Season 2, and fans really want to explore more. Number 9, expected release date. Sex Life is an American drama streaming television series created by Stacey Ruckheiser for Netflix. The series is inspired by the novel 44 Chapters About 4 Men by B.B. Easton, and it premiered on June 25, 2021. There's no official announcement of a release date yet, but fans can expect the confirmation of Season 2 by September 2021. The series streamed its first episode in June 2021, so it's expected for Season 2 to be launched in 2022. Sex Life was commissioned by Netflix in August 2019. Filming eventually began in Mississauga, Canada at the end of August 2020, and it ultimately wrapped just over 3 months later in December. Based on those schedules, we simply can come to understand that they could get a second season filmed by spring 2022. Number 8, the cast of Season 2. By the fan base that the series has, major players to return are Billie, Brad, Adam Demos, Cooper, Mike Vogel, and Sasha, Margaret Odette. There's also Francesca, Lee Jun Lee, Cooper's boss, and both his friends and colleagues Devin, Jonathan Sadowski, and his wife Trina, Amber Goldfarb, among others. There's also still room for some new faces too, and we're keeping our fingers crossed too on some new entries. Number 7, Sex Life Season 2 trailer. There's no trailer yet. First of all, we need confirmation for its renewal. Promotional materials for Season 1 describe the show as what happens when a suburban mother of 2 takes a fantasy-charged trip down memory lane that sets her very married present on a collision course with her wild child past. And we're waiting for such other promotional material and trailer before the start of Season 2. We can only hope that it will be soon available to the audience since the story has just started in Season 1. Number 6, what happened at the end of Season 1 explained. In the last episode, Brad proposes to Billie in the driveway of her home, telling her that he loves her. And in the final episode, we see that Billie appears to have made her final choice as she stays with her husband Cooper and goes back to her life as a mother and wife, rejecting Brad's proposal. At the end of the episode, however, Billie seems to make yet another decision and goes running to Brad's apartment after leaving her kids' school play. Billie issues her own proposal to Brad that she's not leaving her husband, but she wants to pick up where they left their relationship. While he smiles at Billie's comments, the season ends before viewers find out what Brad's ultimate response is. And we also see that Cooper knows about Billie's whereabouts after tracking her location on an app. Season 2 has a lot of questions to answer with the background that the last season has set up. Number 5, Brad and Billie's relationship. Where does it head in Season 2? Season 2 has to explore a lot with regard to Brad and Billie's relationship. The conflicted Billie Connolly does not want to hurt her devoted husband Cooper, Mike Vogel, but also can't shake off a compulsive need to be around her enigmatic ex-boyfriend Brad, Adam Demos. Her best friend Sasha, Margaret Odette, has seen Billie in her wilder days and advises her to repair her marriage. Sarah Shahi hints she could have the best of both worlds by the end of the first season. Plus, B.B. Easton's original novel suggests at least 2 more fantasy flings are on the way. So could even more ex-boyfriends enter the picture as the series progresses? What if Billie never has to choose between Cooper and Brad? She can also be this version of herself without any guy. Sarah Shahi had this to say to Refinery 29. A lot of people go. Is it Team Cooper? Is it Team Brad? I've always been on Team Billy. I refute the notion of being able to find yourself or define yourself as a woman through a man. Number 4. Brad and Cooper's reactions still waited after Billy's actions. By the end of Season 1, it seemed that Billy had chosen to stick with Cooper and the kids, and embrace the suburban mom life while returning to her studies and getting her career back on track. But in a sudden twist right at the end, Billy ran back to Brad with a new decision. How does Brad respond to Billy's suggestions? So far, we do not really know. Season 1 ended before he got a chance to reply. Showrunner Stacey Ruckheiser said, "I don't know what Brad is going to say to her. He really put his heart out there on the driveway and proposed a happily ever after to her. And this is not what she's proposing to him. I'm not sure if Brad will say yes to that or not. But that's what we're hoping to get a chance to explore in Season 2. On the other hand, Cooper, Billy's husband, might call it a day. On his phone, he was able to see that his wife had run off to Manhattan and obviously to Brad. That's when he put a call into his boss Francesca, who has made it explicitly clear that she wants him to leave Billy and get together with her. Will Cooper leave Billy or perhaps have an affair of his own? Perhaps they'll try to have an open marriage. Number 3. Are the Sex Life's characters dating in real life? Actually, yes. Shahi reportedly separated from her husband of 11 years, Shameless actor Steve Howey, in June 2020, just a few months before Sex Life began production that fall in Canada. By December 2020, she was hinting at finding love with Demos, admitting on Instagram that filming Sex Life unleashed parts of my heart I had hidden for so long. It helped me find my truth. I was broken open finally. By the time her birthday rolled around a month later, the same month she finalized her divorce, Shahi made things Instagram official with her co-star declaring that she had found my love at Adam Demos. Number 2. What more is expected to be served this time? The first season contains 8 episodes. It was about the conflicting leading actress's feelings. Other plot-enhancing factors are her husband's potential infidelity. Other stories that the second season could bring are the friendship of Billy with Sasha, which is yet to be explored more, and more past scenes with Brad can give us goosebumps once again. We also have to wait and watch how much of the book by B.B. Easton, on which the series is based on, will match the episodes and story in the Netflix series. Number 1. For now, read the book Sex Life is based on. The Sex Life series is based on the book 44 Chapters About 4 Men by B.B. Easton, first self-published in 2016, and is not fictional but a true story of B.B. Easton. The author has opened up on having her life turned into a show. In the official description of the book, Easton describes a similar scenario as in the show. Written in a diary form, 44 Chapters About 4 Men is a whirlwind tour through Easton's 4 main loves prior to meeting her husband Ken. She describes the 4 as a tattoo artist turned U.S. Marine turned motorcycle club outlaw, a baby-faced punk rocker out on parole, and a heavy metal bass player. Like Billy, Easton felt stifled by her role as a wife and mother. She began journaling about her sexual exploits and left her computer up so her husband could read the entries. According to Easton, he responded well to her journal entries. Unlike Billy in Sex Life, Easton never actually connects with one of her 4 exes. However, she did turn them into characters in their own spin-off novels. Yet another way to keep the flame alive. 44 Chapters About 4 Men is told as a comedic memoir, brimming with self-deprecating humor, 90s nostalgia, and wild autobiographical sex scenes. Sex Life, on the other hand, took that story and reimagined it as a TV drama, so it's bigger, bolder, more intense, more scandalous, and hotter than anything you've ever seen on TV. While you're here, go ahead and click on one of these 2 videos on your screen. We'll see you there.